So somebody brought this to my attention in my comments, and I did not see this. I did not know about this, but he wants to be a Spur.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so this is going to be a quick video, okay? Let's just dive straight into this. So Rob Dillingham, your boy Rob Dilly. I don't know how recent this is. Maybe it's actually in here how recent this was. But BKB, I guess shout out to them. Bray No Ball? Bray No Ball? Bray No Ball. I don't know. Posted this a month ago. So April 9th. I did not catch this. But apparently, our boy, Rob Dillingham, he liked a photo that had him in a San Antonio Spurs jersey. Now, we already looked at the whole interview in which he said blatantly, yeah, it would be really cool to play with Pop and Wemby and all that. Like, he knows, he wants it. And then we also have those reports that scouts believe that more than likely the Spurs are going to go after him. We got the reports that he was already, or his team was already telling teams like, hey, we kind of want to go to San Antonio. You know, you might want to just let us drop a team or two. So we already know that this is what's going around. But yeah, this is even more evidence towards that. I did not see this. I had no idea. So let me go ahead and say this because, you know, when I talked about Rob Dillingham, I had some reserves. Okay, I did. And I was very open about it. But I also said that I think that any flaw that he has, it could be made up for because of Wemby. Like, that's how good Wemby is, right? Like, for instance, I don't think his defense is the best. I also don't think that every single player on your team has to be a lockdown defender. I mean, the Spurs had Tony Parker for the longest. Funny I say Tony Parker because he also said that he based his game, or Tony Parker was one of the guys he based his game off of. Tony Parker, Steve Nash. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little off topic there. But all I'm saying is I don't think that every single player has to be like a prestige defender or anything. The only thing that worries me with Dillingham is I feel like he quits sometimes on plays defensively. I feel like he doesn't necessarily fight around screens as well as he could. And some people have said, well, it's his frame, and I'm like, no, some of it is lack of effort. But I think with the Spurs, they will bring out the best defender in you, right? He's not going to be a lockdown. I don't think he'll ever be a lockdown in his career or nothing like that. But I do think the Spurs will bring the best defender, the better defender out of him. He will be his best possible defender with the San Antonio Spurs. But every flaw that I named in that video in which we went over them, I really do believe Wemby can just kind of make up for a lot of it. Now, this doesn't mean that we're good now. Like, oh, we got our point guard, we're going to be winning a bunch of games. I don't think that that'll be the case. But I do think that this kid is legit. He is legit. I get it. And, you know, if we're being completely real, I hate to bring this up, but the Spurs are missing something, and what they're missing is a Joshua Primo, right? Like, the whole reason in which the Spurs got Joshua Primo is because he was kind of a combo guard that can score next to whoever you eventually get, like any superstar you eventually get, and he can also pass the ball fairly well, and you can build upon that. So this would be us actually filling that void that was left because he did whatever he did. Okay, by the way, the people that were actually, and I think it was some people unironically saying this, say bring Josh Primo back. You guys are insane. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I was the biggest Primo fan in the world, and I would have never said bring him back after what was announced. Like, there's no way. There's no way I would bring him back. But this would be us basically filling that void, in my opinion. I think that's what the Spurs be doing, and this is a great guy to do it, right? But culturally, he fits. I think team-wise, he fits. Like I said, only reserves is defense. That's one thing that worries me. And as far as passing ability, he can make the first read. You know, he's not like a freaking, I mean, I know he looked up to Steve Nash, but he's not like a Steve Nash or nothing like that. It's not a Luka Doncic situation, but it's fine. You don't necessarily have to, and the Spurs can build upon that. And he's so good at scoring the ball to the point where it helps as well with the passing, right? When you make or force people to close in and everything. Also, if the Spurs go after Dilly, there's no more dilly-dallying, okay? I don't even know why I said that. No more dilly-dallying. when it comes to the Trae Young stuff. You get Dillingham, there is no Trae Young. We can go ahead and take that off the table. That is not a thing anymore. That is gone. And I'm cool with that. By the way, I'm cool with that. I've been very adamant that I'm 50-50. If the Spurs were to go after Trae Young, I don't think that that's a loss unless you have to give up way too much, which I don't think they would. Or if you don't and you just say you just build within the draft, that's fine too. Why not? You know, they do it the organic way. Either way is fine, and I'm cool with it because the Spurs have so many picks and because the way they maneuvered was so well, and because that's how much I believe in Wemby, and that's how much I believe in even Devin Vassell and Sohan to an extent, where it's like I feel like we have a pretty decent core here that you can start to experiment on how you want to do it. But anyways, that's just me. I will get with you guys later. Big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested in BetUS, use the link in my description. You will receive 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. But yeah, big shout out to BetUS, man.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.